Everest, the Earth's highest peak. The air is crisp and thin, but energy is electric. You're part of a team embarking on a challenging journey, attended by experienced climber Mohamed Isa. Today on Everest Edge, we'll translate real world experiences from slopes of Everest into actionable strategies for your business. Buckle up, get ready to build high performing team and reach new heights of success. Every business leader faces periods of uncertainty. The market landscape can shift quickly. Unforeseen obstacles arise, and even regulations can change. But how do you navigate these challenges and keep your team focused and moving forward? Here to share his insights and Everest lessons is Mohamed Isa. Mohamed, the Mount Everest base camp is renowned for its constantly changing terrain and unpredictable conditions. What leadership lesson did you learn from navigating this challenging section of the climb?
Daniel, thank you so much again for having me. I think this is the story of our lives. Nothing remains the same. So if you are dealing with a problem that you have created in the past because of certain things you have done in the past, you cannot cure it with the same tools you have. So you need to be adaptable, you need to be malleable, you need to embrace change and navigate it. Now, how do you do that? That's the biggest question.
Hmm.
Because if you look at all change efforts in corporations, most of them they fail. They fail. I'm telling you, they fail. Yeah, so most companies they will announce nice press releases for the media, but in reality, when you go inside and they have change efforts, they always fail. For example, in my mind now, there is one company that have been trying to change their enterprise resource system (ERP) since 2020, and they haven't done anything yet.
Wow, 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking about 4 years, 4 years of failure.
Hmm.
Why? Because they are not learning from their mistakes.
So what's the
You
message?
have you have a, you have created a mess. If you don't learn from your mistakes in the past, you will not achieve the results you want. So in this particular company, they have fragmented systems that they don't talk to each other, and unless you fix this, your decision-making ability will be always slow and most likely be based on wrong information. In the mountain, you cannot do this.
Hmm.
It's a matter of life and death. So you need to learn from your mistakes. The other thing, if you're a leader, you may not have the right technical knowledge to deal with certain issues. So, are you an expert in IT, Daniel? Most likely not, right?
So,
So, give it to your IT director to make decisions. Empower your people, empower your team to make decisions. Uh, they should guide you through the process of how to change, for example, the ERP system, not you as the CEO. So empower your team. If you're not using their knowledge, their expertise, you are losing out.
mhm.
So that's something I believe in. There is this statement that we see sometimes on social media that says, "Smart leaders hire smarter employees,"
Hmm.
but sometimes they don't. So if you're hiring a very smart employee, but then you don't empower them to make the right decision, you made your smart employee into an average employee. There's another word I don't want to use. All right. So the other thing is you need to have scenario planning. Scenario planning is something that we need to consider all the time. For example, speaking of adaptability, we were in Kathmandu and we were supposed to fly to Lukla, the gateway to the Everest region, at 6 in the morning. So we woke up very early, we dressed, we took all our bags, and we went to the airport. We were there at 5 o'clock. So 6 o'clock is the departure time. The flight was delayed because of weather conditions. They said 7 and 8, 9, 10. We only flew at 12.
Wow.
So we need to be adaptable. We need to accept life will not go as we like. So this is when we went to Lukla. When we wanted to come back from Lukla to Kathmandu, we had a delay of 3 days, not 6 hours,
3 days.
3
Wow.
days. So what do you do now in this very small village? There isn't much thing you do. 3 days, and we didn't carry enough cash at that time because we thought we will come and we fly. That's it. So you
Mhm.
needed to adapt to the situation. So that was part of the scenario we have put in place. So now 3 days without any flights coming, any helicopters, any regular airplanes coming
Wow.
and
Wow.
going through Lukla. What do you do? So this is again important to have the right team, because if we were a team that were complaining about the situation, it would have been a disaster for us. But because we were six people who were very positive, and we knew from the beginning anything can happen in the mountain. So this applies to corporate world as well.
Hmm.
You have a plan, but you never know whether the plan will go the way you want. Because after all, we live in a dynamic environment that changes in a second. In a second. Remember Corona?
Hmm.
It created a mess, chaos for all companies, except for those who were ready. I know one company here in Bahrain. They were ready for such an event since 2000, the year 2000.
Wow.
So when Corona hit, they just sent an email to all their employees and said, work from home.
That's it. Wow.
That's it. So that's the power of embracing a culture of openness, a culture of learning, empowering your team, because this company has empowered the IT department to envision such scenarios in the future. And that's how you manage in real life. If you have scenarios built, you can do so many things.
Ladies and gentlemen, you learned the importance of continuous learning, empowering your team, and planning for unforeseen challenges. Remember, these Everest lessons are your tools for navigating uncertainty in business. Implement them, adapt to change for circumstances, and keep climbing towards your goals. Till next time, keep the smile and stay tuned.